Alright, how's it going, guys? So, I'm working on a new circuit area. I figured I'd do this one in parts. So, I have the fiberglass up here, but once I got up here, I decided that I really need to redo the way the red circuits are done. And so, I'm making this new area over here because I don't really have a whole lot of room over here. And we have these just kind of wedged in here. I have already upgraded our resin production. So I upgraded this chemical plant to a chemical plant 2, put in 3 more of them. So as of right now, we have plenty of resin coming in. I am going to need resin for the new board as well. But right now, I'm basically setting up the red boards, which I think I'm going to change this. So this pipe will come down here. That'll be where we put our ferric chloride in. And the way this is set up, it should be completely able to extend out even further. I just will have to put in probably more of the, like a new place to input certain things. But we've got 10 of these, 12 of them. And over here, we have 7 of them that's able to be completely filled by this one. So I'm going to try 2 of them for 12, and that should be plenty. So I guess right now the main thing we need to do to get this started is get the wood, the tin, and the copper. So we're just going to put this here, pop this up like a so, and then the copper we have here. Hey, my train's out of gas. I can fix that. Oh, it's not that one that's out, it's this one. Yes, I have still not given this train a way of filling. I need to do so. Alright, so back to what I was doing here. So we'll just do copper there. We're going to bring it up. And we're going to have the copper come in here. And the tin there. And then that'll go right across like that. And we'll do copper. That is a mess. So let's use red ones for that one. Alright, so that'll take care of that. Then the only thing we need to do is we need to have these two outputting up there, which this is the one that's picking up, so that should be okay. I'll put this here, which will connect down to there. And by the way, I've been just going through all of these laser rifle ammos because apparently there's a bunch of them. I'm up to level 4, and level 5 we can't do until we do battery 3, so we won't be doing that one yet. For some reason there's a chlorine processing there that got skipped. I'm not sure how, if it's a prerequisite for other things, but we'll go ahead and, well, we can't even start it because it needs sodium processing. So let's get this done. Alright, so I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get all of this taken care of, and then we'll get the next step of this started, and then maybe we'll get to the blue ones. Alright, so there we go. We got it all set up and running. That is making our red boards. Now, this is to actually make the circuits. I want to put that like that. Alright, so we need solder, transistors, and components. So that means we're going to have to get one of those 3 onto this belt, and the other 2 onto this belt. And I need transistors and capacitors for like everything. So I'm going to go ahead and set up an area up here for those as well. So let's go look and see where I have them being made at. So this is where I have the capacitors, which is bringing that in, and the transistors are being made over here. And it looks like for what I'm actually doing, because I basically just copied this and pasted it over there, I only have enough to keep 3.5 of these, maybe 4 running with 2 of these. So let's go ahead and copy this. Which, granted, we can do, let's see, this is keeping up with both of them, and it looks like the problem here is actually that that belt doesn't go fast enough. So let's see, we got all of them running now, and that's staying full. Alright, so this should work to keep that going. Alright, so I just made just got defenders done. And I did notice that there are like vehicle energy shields, and I definitely want to get that higher. Stronger explosives, refined flammables. I definitely want to work on all this stuff. But I like the idea that there's a vehicle energy shield. There was another one that I seen. It looks like you can actually have like a EMP go off or something. Vehicle laser defense, discharge defense, right there. So I don't know if that's for personal. So I actually want to get that done too and try that out. I'm basically going to work on that stuff for the moment. And it looks like we're going to have to work on plastic, because we do not have plastic coming in fast enough. I'm going to go ahead and set up the transistor and capacitor area. I'm probably going to double what we have here. By the way, I used some of our dirt and our landfill and filled in most of this water we had over here. I put in a couple robo ports, but that was to clear the trees. Eventually I will put robo ports all over the place. So give me a minute and I'll be back and show you what I worked out for this area. Alright, so I figured that we can make these silver wire coils now. So I'm going to go ahead and change this over. We're still going to need silver ingots for a few things, but rather than using copper plates and silver plates, we're just going to pour them directly. So I'm just going to change some of this around to make some room to do so. I really ought to just get rid of this area. The only thing it's technically here for is the coke. But for right now, we'll leave it there. So this is what we're going to be doing right here. Which it looks like I'm still going to have to move that carbon line up there. We don't need that placed. Go ahead and rip all of this out. Now, what reason do I have to actually be running? There's literally no reason that that's running through there. So how about instead we do this? And we can run it right across here. Now we don't have it coming down into there. We should be able to jump right across all that. And then we can put this in here. Take this back to there. And then we can run this up to there. So we can get rid of all of this. So now we'll run this right under across there. We can put another one in right here. And that'll actually work, as horrible as it looks. And we also need one there, but that's going to be a pain. So let's actually do go ahead and pull all this out of here. I'm getting very little carbon actually out of there, but it should be enough for what we're doing. Oops. Need to get rid of that one. Alright, so I should be able to do this over to there. That'll take care of the carbon that needs to go over there for fuel. And now we need another one to go here. We'll take this out of here. And it's running under and filling that one. So we can actually just do this up like this and over like that. And that'll take care of both of those. So we don't need that one anymore. There, and then that'll take care of feeding all the rest of that. And now we don't have that mess running through up there. We could actually move that back down if we chose to. Alright, so I need to make blast furnace, induction, and strand casting. So, blast furnace, we actually want to make blast furnace 2. So, give me a minute, I'm going to get all this built, and I'll be back with you. Alright, so we got those made, but I'm going to go ahead and pop these back out of here real quick, because we actually have level 3s available. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade them ahead of time to that. So we want that one there, that one there, and, or no, wait a minute. I actually copied this one. I don't think that's the one I need to do. Let's see. Oh, yes it is. Because I need molten silver and molten copper. Alright, so this one is going to be molten copper. This one's going to be molten silver. Copper, glass, gold, silicon, silver. There we go. Alright, and then we need the 2 blast furnaces back in there, which they're going to need carbon. This is for copper, which is going to be this. Now, I did see where I have the new copper thing there. These copper anodes, which is copper pellets, which is processed in a pellet press. So then I can do that with sulfuric acid in a chemical furnace. Alright, we'll look into that when it's actually time to change this over. Go ahead and do that. That'll get our oxygen in there. And we need the copper coming off of there. Unless we take the copper from over here. And this is actually coming from all the way up top. I really should have this as two separate lines. But for right now, what are we going to do here? We need to get rid of that. Run that straight. Technically, bring that back to there. And I think I'm gonna do one of these and have it process copper going that way. So that way we're not running that across there when we technically don't need it. Alright, and then this one needs to be set to silver. Now we have silver and silver nitrate. So what is the silver nitrate? Silver nitrate is processed silver and nitric acid. And then that goes into the blast furnace. So if we want to use processed silver, we got to do that. And we have silver over here. So I think we have, wait a minute, that's silicon. Yeah, there's the silver, okay. And we should have nitric acid right up here somewhere. Nitric acid. Alright, so we can just run that down because right now it's just going for ammonium nitrate. So if I do this, I can jump over all of that. And we'll just run the nitric right down here. Alright, so what we needed was, we got to do the processing of it, And then we need a liquefier or a chemical plant, but the liquefier is cheaper on time. Let's see, this is going to take 2. Alright, let me get this set up. I'll be right back. Alright, should have everything just about done here. So we got our ore processors, which I guess we need to pop this out of here for a second. We need the liquefiers first, which I'm just going to do like that. And we need that set for the silver nitrate. And we're going to be running this line across right there, which I still need to get hooked up all the way. That'll go like that. And then the ore processors are going to have to go here. Which that's not going to be nearly enough room, but we're going to set 3 of these up. And that should give me enough room to do this. We'll see if we need more speed for this or not. And then we need to set these to drop up there. So now we need to bring this down. And under all of those, set them up. Now we need to change this over to that silver. And let's get the silver nitrate, or the nitric acid down here. Oop. And that'll run that. And so we just kind of need to copy this over. Take these out of here. Now we need to put this over here below what we just started. So we've got that stuff in the way, but we should be able to just put this like right. Got to figure out how we're going to deal with that. This right here. The silicon's not a problem. Oops. Well, that takes care of that problem easily. Well, we can just take this and move it down here, which I planned on doing anyways, now that I use some land to clear that out. Or fill that in, I guess. Alright, so how do I want to put this in here? Need to have enough room. Looks like that right there will work. Make 2 more of the liquefiers. We'll have to run the nitric acid over here. Which is down there. There. That'll give us our nitric acid. Need 1 more of those. Now we just need to get the silver over here and hook up the power. And the silver we can run right through here. I have to do one of these. Alright, so that takes care of all of that. Now we need to do this. So we can output these up like so. And we'll do the same here. Now we just need to get power into this, which I'm guessing that is a lidded pole, so that's why it's not connected. Alright, so there we go. We got our silver coming in. This one needs fuel. This one needs to be set to that. And it's actually getting fuel from there, so we can kind of do the same thing here and just use coke. Except that's going to the wrong one. We actually need... Yeah, let's just do this one the normal way. And we'll just send it right up here. There. Now it has carbon, and I'm actually going to change this and have this come over and down and into there. Alright, so other than the strand casters, wait a minute, those are casting machines. Where are my strand casters? Apparently I made the wrong ones. I'm also going to need to hook water up, which we have right here. We're going to have to move that. This one's just going to be a pain in the ass. There. 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 Now, why is that? I don't know why that's red. Oh, because it doesn't have a destination, because those aren't in there yet. There. And now we need to switch this recipe to this one. And we need to turn that like so. And now we have what we need. Except we're missing that pole, and that's it. Alright, so we are now making silver wire coils. So we just need to do a bit of this. And I'll run that up yonder. And this one happens to be one block off. Figures. Alright, so there's our silver wire coils. I'm going to run this up and be back with you on the next step. Alright, so I went ahead and switched over this one over here to just use the silver wire, so we'll see if it keeps up okay. Not that this one's going to stay here. I'll probably end up tearing all this out eventually. And I just put it on the old copper, or the old silver line, instead of running a new line. Alright, so we need to connect this here. And then we have this coming in over here, which we can now change over to this. And we're going to run this over and into there. And now that will take care of getting those out there. And that should give me plenty of room for more of these if we need them. So now the next thing we need is we need to turn silicon into wafers, and then we need to send both of those into a set of these. So let's go ahead and just copy this blueprint. And we'll put this up probably here-ish. Alright. So we now have our silicon wafers down here. That'll take care of making those. We'll do the same thing with these. And then we need to run both of them into this line. And this is going to be plastic, which I have to deal with because we have an issue with our plastic line. So we'll just run these two together like this. And up and onto there. Crap. There. So now we have our silver and we have our wafers. So the only thing now we need is the plastic, which, like I said, we have a problem with plastic, which we're going to check out here real quick. As you can see, there's very little coming in, but the reason for that is we are full on residual gas again. And I want to see in this oil burner, can we burn synthesis gas? Because if we can, that'll take care of a lot of issues. So I just need to hook that right there. And yes, we can. Alright, so that's going to fix a lot of issues. Because not only do I have the issue with having too much residual gas, I also have the issue of having too much base mineral oil. And base, okay, look here, look up oil. Base mineral oil, we can actually crack into residual gas and synthesis gas. So I basically just need to set up and if you notice up here, we're dry. We have no fuel left. So I'm basically going to have two of these, or I'm probably going to just change all of them over to running synthesis gas. And we'll just crack this down to synthesis gas and residual gas, and then we can crack the residual gas again down to synthesis gas. And we'll just burn synthesis gas to get rid of all of that excess, and then I'll be able to make plastic again. So I will set that up between now and the next one. Probably going to set up some more plastic. For right now, I actually want to get the plastic ran over here so we can get these red ones complete. We're going to take that out of there. Alright, so we're going to need to do this. I don't need it for all of them, but it'll work. And there we go. So that'll bring our plastic in. So now we can make our transistors, which we will take our transistors and put them together. And we're going to send these up. So now we need both of those onto this belt. So we're going to do this. And we'll just have that feed like that. That'll get the transistors on there. And then we're going to jump this up and over. And we'll have it dump like that. And that'll take care of both of those coming in. So then, if we have enough, which if we don't, we got tons of room over there. But it looks like that's going to be plenty fast enough. So the only thing we don't have is the solder. So we're going to need to bring that up. I actually got to figure out where solder is over here. There's the solder. Alright, well this will be easy enough. We can just bring this right on over here. It's a little further over than what I want it, but I'm quite sure we're going to need solder for other things, so, well, other than the fact that I'm an idiot. And that most definitely cannot go like that. That needs to go there. So it goes on the bottom, and then if we decide we need to put more of these in, we can always bring that back when we fill in that one. So that'll take care of our solder. So now we'll have our red circuits a bit better. and we should be able to do the yellow circuits because they need the components and the solder, and the basic board is just wood and copper cable, so we can easily throw yellow circuits in here as well. And next time we'll actually get started on our blue ones again. I'm gonna probably start building out the area for it a bit here, because for the blue one we need fiberglass boards, copper plate, silver plate, and ferric chloride. So we're definitely gonna have to bring the silver up here, and we're probably gonna do that up in this area right here. The yellow boards I'll probably just do over alongside here, since, or maybe even down here, since it just needs those. But we'll get to that. I will see you guys later. Take it easy.